106.7 WTLC, Indy's R&B leader. I'm Karen Vaughn, and tomorrow it is going down at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. All my candy girls, get ready for the Legacy Tour. New Edition, Guy, Keith Sweat, Tank, and you. Listen, I got your front row tickets coming up tomorrow with DJ King in the mix at 12 o'clock. And to get you even more ready, checking in with us right now from New Edition and BBD is Ronnie DeVoe. Welcome, Ronnie.
What's going on, Karen?
All is well. Just ready for tomorrow night, man.
Yeah, you and me both. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do something that you love to do for as long as we have. 40 years in this music industry that will chew you up and spit you out after 4 days,
yes,
let alone 40 years. So, wow, it feels good.
Congratulations. When you name the tour Legacy Tour, it is so fitting. You all have created a legacy of a super group from New Edition to BBD, Heads of State, solo projects. There is not a super group like New Edition that came out of the Gen X era. So we are all proud to be Candy Girls because we feel like we've taken the ride along with you.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. We've been rocking and rolling since 1983, and those New Edition for lifers, once they started embracing us, as soon as Candy Girl came out, they never stopped, and we owe a lot of what we do and where we are today to them. Don't get me wrong, we put in a whole lot of work, though, so when they did come to that show, they understood that we were a force to be reckoned with, and we weren't playing. And even though we don't have a new song on the radio right now, they understand when those tickets go up for sale, they getting every bit of their money's worth. So it feels good. It feels really good.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of 40 years and just an array of New Edition memories, I remember buying the album, not the CD, not the cassette,
Yeah.
but the album from Cutler's Records.
Don't take us back so far.
You know what? We're going to embrace all 40. We're going to do that.
You're right.
There's so many that are not here, right? But to be able to connect with a group that you feel represents you, just really contributes to your legacy and your NE for lifers. Do you have a New Edition memory that is etched in your mind that just brings a smile to your face when you think about it?
Wow. I mean, I think you just took me all the way back to the beginning. Honestly, hearing the record on the radio for the first time, that What About Ronnie and She's Bad. She's bad. I know she's bad, right?
Right.
In my house on 38 Wamback Street, right there in the city of Boston, Massachusetts, and the song is playing, right? Michael Jackson, right before that. You know, Stevie Wonder, right before that, right? The Earth, Wind, and Fire, right before that. And all of a sudden, New Edition's song comes on. I must have ran out of the house, up and down the street, screaming and hollering before I realized, okay, I'm not hearing the song anymore. Let me take my butt back in the house. And I started calling some of the other guys. Everybody's line was busy. Finally, we were able to talk with each other, and that was just the start of a roller coaster ride in this music industry. But at the same time, like you said, living our legacy, you know, not only inspiring other groups and being able to really allow other people to work, whether or not it's, you know, carrying New Edition's bags or the managers that we work with or people that were at the concession stands on any given night that we were in town. Like, it's done so much for so many people. And then to pass down some of our knowledge and wisdom to some of these youngsters that we touch, you know, in different cities as we move across the country and even the world. Talk about living your legacy, you know, 40 years later. It's a dream come true that we really never had. I think Bobby was probably the only one that felt like New Edition was going to hit big and we were going to do Soul Train. That was his pinnacle of success. That's probably the next moment, right? Bob said, we're going to do Soul Train one day. And when we got the chance to do Soul Train, I think he felt like, hands down, we've made it to the promised land. And, man, 40 years later, we're still kicking and screaming, and it feels really good to have so much support from the people that have been rocking with us for a long, long time now.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned everyone that you touch when you come to various cities. I know I enjoy when I walk into an arena. There's a different energy and vibe when it is a show for us, by us, and especially a new edition show. Everybody is wanting to work, willing to work. I want to be there. I want to be in the building because the energy just has such a vibrancy. I'm actually hosting the show, and I'm looking forward to working and dancing and doing whatever needs to be done because we know that you are going to bring it. So we know that we need to bring our A game too.
Yes, and bring your flats. You know, back in the day, we used to rock the hard bottoms, and that was okay when we were 20 and 30 and even 40. But now that we're up in age and, you know, I'm sitting at 55, a double nickel right now. But when you come to the show, you know, it doesn't look that way. You know, they say black don't crack and it feels good. And we're giving people every bit of their money's worth. We're doing songs that we haven't done in a long time. If you ever been to a New Edition show before, you haven't been to this New Edition show. It's totally different. Songs are rearranged. Again, as I said, we're doing stuff that we haven't done in a long time. So we're walking people through 40 years of history truly in 90 minutes. And to be out there with our boys and our buddies Tank and Guy and Keith Sweat, it just feels like a family reunion out there.
Ronnie, from the first note to last note, it's going to be a party. And yes, I will have my Nikes on hand.
Yeah, feel me? Yeah. Flats, you know, sneakers and the sweatsuit. Listen, come comfortable, right?
Yes.
And we're not mad. Do your hair. Now, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your hair is right. But other than that, come comfortable and enjoy yourself.
You know, every now and then you might have to slide a baseball cap in your purse.
You feel me? Right. Yeah, because, the hair is probably not going to be in the same condition it was when you walked in, when you walk out, for sure. And people are on their feet all night. And it's just a testament for 4 groups, right? And three groups and a soloist and Tank that, you know, we bring it, right? We don't take it for granted, some of the things that we've been able to accomplish over our careers. And it feels good to be able to, again, do something that you love to do for as long at a time where people look at old school as something that's wrong, right? Standing the test of time is beautiful.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right. So, man, Karen, I can't wait to see you. I know you're going to bring it when it's time for them to say, ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to hear you.
Yes.
We might have to take you on the road for the rest of the show because I know you're going to bring the energy and excitement.
You know I will, Ron. And DJ King, along with the audience, they're going to bring their A game and bring the energy as well. It's going to be nothing but love tomorrow night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. You don't want to miss a moment. Get there early after work. Don't hesitate. Don't miss a note. And let me ask you this, Ronnie, before I let you go. What do you listen to before you hit the stage? What is your prep before you hit the stage on tomorrow night?
Oh, man, that's a good question. It's a playlist full of probably just about everything. You know, sometimes sometimes it might be a Marvin Gaye song, right? That just makes you feel empowered and ready to move the world in mountains, right? It could be we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop as well as 40 years of New Edition. So, you know, I mean, whether it's some Busta Rhymes or some Public Enemy or some LL Cool J, that's always spinning and in rotation in our dressing room as well. So, I mean, the list goes up and down the aisle. It may even be some Afro beats, of course, you know, one of my favorite music genres as well. I mean, I'm in house music. I mean, it goes across the board. I might even listen to some Frank Sinatra before it's time to blast off. So my music taste definitely goes from one end of the spectrum to the next. And I want to say it's the same for some of the guys as well.
Excellent. Well, we'll be right there pre-gaming with you and ready for you to hit the stage tomorrow night. Ronnie, thank you so much for taking time out of your day today. I know it's a rest day, so we want to make sure that you get all the rest that you need. Enjoy it to the fullest.
Thank you very much, and looking forward to seeing you on tomorrow. Friday night is going down, the Legacy Tour right there in Indy. Oh, yeah.